Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. So such friends, I'll highly suggest you to watch our video as they will be very beneficial for you. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 25th of May. The session will be very important, so do pay attention till the end. You will be learning multiple informations that will be helping in your exam preparation. Right? Let's start with the session. First is, which ministry launched Meri Life Mera Swachh Shahar campaign? I repeat, Meri Life Mera Swachh Shahar campaign was launched by which ministry? So if we see among the following, it is your Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Right? I repeat, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs have launched this massive campaign, that is Meri Life Mera Swachh Shahar campaign. Right? This was launched to promote basically the 3 R's that we have been studying since starting of our childhood. That 3 R's stands for reduce, recycle and reduce, recycle and reuse. Right? These are the 3 R's that we are talking about, and in order to implement them in our lifestyle and in our surrounding, Meri Life Mera Swachh Shahar campaign was launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Correct? Then under this campaign, the main aim here is to promote these 3 R's so that we can reuse our product, so that the raw material that we have been consuming should not exceed the consumption limit, so that we can keep our cities clean. And we know that plastic is a very big problem in our generation, and in order to reduce that, we should reuse the plastic, we should recycle that plastic, and we should reuse that plastic as much time as we can. Correct? So these are the 3 backbone of waste to wealth, and has empowered many entrepreneurs, startups and self-help groups and recyclers to recycle waste into a variety of product. You must have seen that various type of shoes are also being out of waste material. Various type of toys are being constructed out of waste material. Right? Even recycled papers are being made, but they are at a high cost. Right? Those recycled papers, but still you will be able to see that multiple different things are being made from recycles. Right? If for example we give a example of house, right, from bottles, waste plastic bottles were used to construct houses also. Even these bottles were filled with mud and they were laid down so that they can be used as a road also. So innovative ways are coming up, various different ways are coming up that can be used to recycle, reduce or reuse that particular waste material, right? This nationwide campaign aims to highlight the cities to these three R's, right? One stop center for citizens to contribute clothes, shoes, old books, toys, and use plastic to be reused or recycled. Also, this will promote Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0, the main aim of which was to make cities clean and to promote zero waste ecosystem. Right? So it is your Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs that have launched this Meri Life Mera Swachh Shahar campaign. Here you can see it was Ministry of Housing Affairs launched Meri Life Mera Swachh Shahar campaign. Right? And it was to promote the 3R. Right? Don't confuse it with the movie RRR. Right? Next is Monlam Shenmo. This was a festival. This was held where? It was held from which date to which date also, right? Monlam Shenmo. Alright, this is a festival. It is a great prayer festival that is annually observed in Ladakh. Monlam Shenmo, right? It was from 11th to 16th of May that we observed this Monlam Shenmo 2023. Right? This festival is also known by the name Great Prayer Festival. Right? And it was held from 11th to 16th of May in Leh Ladakh, and it was basically for promoting world peace and happiness. I repeat, it is for promoting world peace and happiness. That is your Monlam Shenmo. Correct? The annual mass prayer is resumed after 3 years, which was discontinued due to COVID-19. The festival, which is being held since 1991, falls on 21st to 25th days of the third month of the Tibetan lunar calendar. During the festival, Buddhist monks will perform the traditional Tibet Buddhist dance that is known by the name Cham. Right? So it is your Monlam Shenmo festival that is also known by the name Great Prayer Festival of Ladakh. Correct? Here you can see it is your Ladakh's annual Great Prayer Festival, Ladakh Monlam Shenmo 2023. And it was held from 11th to 16th of May. Moving on. Then apart from this, remember Seva for Sangha Special Camp. On the sidelines of this event, MP of Ladakh constituency Jamyang Tersing Namgyal led a special campaign named Seva for Sangha community from 11th to 16th of May at Leh in collaboration with the district administration of Leh. The campaign is being organized for the first time for Sangha community to avail the benefits of different government schemes. So that is the reason this Seva for Sangha special camp was also launched here. Moving on. Which is the only Indian firm in the BCG list of the top 50 most innovative firms of 2023, right? Of firms. So, which is the only Indian firm in the BCG list of the top 50 most innovative firms of 2023, and who topped this list? So, remember, it is your Tata Group, right? Tata Group has topped or we can say Tata Group is the only Indian firm that was in the BCG list of the top 50 most innovative firms. What is BCG? BCG is your Boston Consulting Group, right? And they recently released a report that was most innovative companies for 2023. This showcased the top 50 companies in 2023 that are most innovative in their operations, and from India the only company that was listed in the top 50 most innovative firms of 2023 of BCG list is your Tata Group, right? This Tata Group was at what position? It was at 20th position. So if I ask you which is the company that has topped this list, it is your Apple, right? Apple recently launched their official stores in Mumbai and in Delhi, correct? Then apart from this, remember the tech companies continue to dominate the top 50, including the top 10 also, right? And if we talk about this BCG, the organization that releases this list, that is your Boston Consulting Group, who is the chief executive officer, Christoph Swayzer, and where is the headquarter? It is at Massachusetts, USA. Correct. So you can see Tata Group, only Indian firm in the BCG list of the top 50 most innovative firms of 2023, and Apple has topped the list, being on the first position. Here we are talking about the most innovative firms. Next, World Bank recently released a report that revenues collected globally via carbon pricing raised to $95 billion in 2022. See, we have been seeing multiple reports throughout the last year and this year also that states that if we want to keep our environment clean, right, if we want to work towards our environment, if we work towards sustainable development goals, if we want to make our countries carbon neutral, and if we want to go towards that step where we will be releasing less amount of carbon into the atmosphere than we are producing, correct? So in order for all these process to happen, and this shifting from non renewable sources of energy to the renewable sources of energy will come at a price, right? We need to spend money to develop infrastructure for the same. We need money to take the or to implement those changes, and that will be requiring huge amount of money. So for the same reason we need to collect money, right? And this was report released by World Bank stated that for globally we collected almost $95 billion, correct? And this was collected through the carbon pricing that we are various taxes also that was put on various organization, and through these governments and organizations collected a total of $95 billion, right? And this was in 2022, correct? This data was released by World Bank, that is in their report State and Trends of Carbon Pricing 2023. This report released stated that the revenues collected from carbon taxes and emissions trading systems globally have reached a record of about $95 billion in 2022, despite the challenging context for the governments facing high inflation, fiscal pressure, and energy crisis, right? The revenue collected from carbon taxes and ETS in 2021 was almost about $84 billion, and last year in 2022 it was $95 billion, correct? Then remember, as present, 73 carbon pricing instruments are in operation. These 73 pricing initiatives cover almost 11.66 gigatons of carbon dioxide equivalent. Then only 7% of the global gas emissions were covered by either a carbon tax or an ETS when the report was published for the first time 10 years ago. Then this report was released by which organization? It is your World Bank. This organization headquarters is in Washington DC, and it was established in 1944, and David Malpass is the current president of World Bank. No, not David Malpass. He was the former president of the World Bank. Who is the new president now? Ajay Banga will be the new president. He is the 14th he will be the 14th president of World Bank. He was nominated by Joe Biden, right? And he's an Indian American, Ajay Banga. Next, which city is emerged as the top data center markets in the Asia Pacific region according to Knight Frank, right? Knight Frank recently released a report that was titled Data Center Quarter 1 2023. In this report, they listed three cities that were topped, or these were the three top cities that emerged as the top data centers.
with the rise of artificial intelligence, we will be needing more computing power, we will be needing more data that can be processed, right? Even the data that is still in the market needs to be processed, right? And that need to be stored. If more businesses will be coming up, we will be requiring more data that need to be stored, right? So for the same, the top three cities that emerged in the top data center markets in the Asia Pacific region, they are Shanghai that is in China, Tokyo that is in Japan, and Mumbai that is in India. So these three cities turned out to be the best locations for the data center market in the Asia Pacific region, and they have a total capacity of, in China, in Shanghai China, it is 2692 megawatt. In Tokyo Japan, it is 2575 megawatt, and in Mumbai India, it is 2337 megawatt, right? This data center to quarter 1 2023 report was prepared by Knight Frank, right? Then remember, the total market capacity recorded in the first quarter of 2023 across all the market stands out to be around 13,400 megawatt, right? Market expansions recorded in Mumbai and the new capacity announcement from Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, Tokyo contributed to the majority of this growth in the supply, right? So remember these three cities, and the data for the same was released by Knight Frank. Here you can see Shanghai, Tokyo, and Mumbai emerges as the top data center market in the Asia Pacific region according to the data released by Knight Frank. Next, Surety Bond Bima. This was launched by which organization for infrastructure projects? See, for infrastructure projects, that means in order to develop various infrastructure projects, these infrastructure project can be related to any sector, right? So for the same, Surety Bond Bima was launched. Can you tell me the name of the insurance company that launched this Surety Bond Bima? And the main objective of this Surety Bond Bima was to provide protection against the breach of terms and conditions by the contractor, either by during the bidding stage or during the performance stage of a project. So the correct option here becomes, it is your SBI General Insurance. Correct? They launched this Journal Surety Bond Bima, that is conditional and unconditional insurance product for the for the infrastructure projects, right? This will act like a security arrangement that will provide protection for the infrastructure projects both by contractor and the principal. That is, if those conditions are not met, then this insurance amount will be taken care of. Correct? The surety bond issuance is available in two variants, that is in conditional and unconditional. If we are talking about the conditional bond, it is a specified sum is paid to the beneficiary upon the claim when specific conditions are met. And second is your unconditional bond that allows beneficiary to claim the money almost without any conditions in the contract, right? So this is your surety bond bima launched by SBI General Insurance, and these bonds were launched specifically for the development of infrastructure projects. Correct? Then if we talk about SBI General Insurance, who is the managing director and chief executive officer here? Kishore Kumar Poludasu. The headquarter for the same is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and the tagline for the same, that is SBI General Insurance, will be Suraksha और भरोसा दोनों. Here you can see it is your SBI General Insurance that launched these surety bond bima for infrastructure projects, and they were launched both in conditional as well as unconditional format for infrastructure projects. Next is Plotech, IDFC First Bank. They both collaborated and launched ONDC focused payment solutions NODAP, right? I repeat, recently Plotech, along with IDFC First Bank. Remember, Plotech is a SaaS firm. What is SaaS? We discussed day before yesterday. SaaS is a software as a service platform. What is PaaS? Product as a service platform. DaaS, drone as a service platform, right? So this is a SaaS, that is a software as a service firm, that in collaboration with IDFC First Bank, they have launched ONDC focused payment solution, and that was launched is NodePay, right? This NodePay could be used to route the payment between buyer and the seller apps based on the transaction level contracts agreed upon by the network participants. These contracts include payment settlements amount, period, and bank details. Also, NodePay also is helping in reconciliation of the payments. Correct? Plotch, this PLOTCH, this company, SaaS company, is target is to bring over 10,000 sellers to the ONDC. Right? Also, apart from this, remember, according to McKinsey, the global management consulting firm, India's digital consumption is expected to rise fivefold to reach $340 billion by 2030, with 500 million digitally transaction or 500 million digitally transacting customers we will be seeing by 2030, right? Then if we talk about IDFC First Bank, it was launched by the MD. This was launched in collaboration with Protech and IDFC First Bank. Right? Name of the ONDC focused payment solution is NodePay. And remember, if we talk about IDFC First Bank, headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. It was established in 2018, and always you first is the tagline for the IDFC First Bank. Next, Sarathi, right? Or we say Sarthi. This is the first of its kind digital onboarding platform that will enable easy installations of the electronic data capture or point of sale for merchants. I repeat, Sarathi, this is a first of its kind digital onboarding platform that will enable the easy installation of the electronic data capture and your point of sale devices for the merchant so that payment can take place easily. Right? Now the question asked here is, this Sarthi platform was launched by which bank? It is your Axis Bank, right? They have launched this Sarthi, a first of its kind digital onboarding platform that will enable EDC or point of sale terminals for various merchants for payment. Right? Here this Sarthi will provide a seamless and hassle-free experience for merchants, unlike the traditional onboarding process that can take several days. Correct? Then remember, what is a POS terminal, that is point of sale terminal, right? It is a hardware system for processing various card payments at the retail location itself. When you go to a shop, you must have seen a box, right? That is a point of sale terminal. There are software to read the magnetic sticks of the card, and debit cards can be embedded in the hardware, and that will basically help to read the card that you will be providing for the payment. The point of sale terminals empowers the merchants to accept payments from customers by sweeping, dipping, tapping their debit credit card on the particular POS. Right? Then remember, it was your Axis Bank. They have launched this Sarthi platform. Who is the managing director and chief executive officer of Sarthi? Amitabh Chaudhary. Headquarter is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established in 1993. And what is the tagline for the same? The tagline is Badhti ka naam Zindagi. Moving on, here you can see these are the devices that I was talking about. These are point of sale devices, and by swiping on it, by tapping on it, you will be able to pay easily from this, or you will do the transaction easily with the help of these devices. Next is CC Avenue PayPal integration to offer merchants in Middle East global payment acceptance platform. I repeat, CC Avenue, that is a payment aggregator in Middle East and a part of the Infibeam Avenues group, has partnered with PayPal. So directly remember, CC Avenue partnered with PayPal to provide global payment acceptance to the solutions for businesses in the Middle East and North Africa region. Right? So in the Middle East and the North African region, CC Avenue partnered with PayPal so that payment acceptance solutions can be provided to various businesses in that area, so that movement of money can happen easily, and those businessmen should not wait for the money for more than 1 or 2 days, right? Directly, instantly payment can be done. This means that the PayPal will now be available as an additional option on the CC Avenue, allowing various businesses in this Middle East and North African region to settle and receive payments from their cross border customers and vendors. This will eliminate the need of having the US bank account, and this will reduce the dominance of dollar. And now you must have seen again, this will contribute in the de-dollarization of the dollar. And we are seeing that if the US hits the debt ceiling, all right, they will default, and if USA will default, then we know that recession is there and many jobs will be lost in the market. So this is an impact of de-dollarization, and we know because US has taken so much amount of debt, no country wants to trade with them and no country wants to use their money, because they keeps on printing more and more money, and because of that the inflation rises, and the countries that are using dollar are impacted because of this printing money, correct? So coming back, in the MENA regions, that is Middle East and North African regions, it is CC Avenue that has tied up with PayPal so that they can accept money payments from cross border customers and vendors easily. Next is economy and business, right? Energy Disputes Arbitration Center, Turkey and IAMC Hyderabad signed an MOU. I repeat, International Arbitration and Mediation Center of Hyderabad has signed MOU with Energy Disputes Arbitration Center of Turkey to globally promote arbitration and meditation. Right? Under this, both the sides will promote and encourage institutional arbitration in the energy sector, as well as the development of resources and knowledge sharing between the partner organizations. Correct? Next. Next, let's move to awards and recognition, right? Georgy Gospodinov, I repeat, Georgy Gospodinov and Angela Rodell has won the International Booker Prize for the for Time Shelter. I repeat, recently, who won the International Booker Prize for the year 2023? He will be Georgy Josponidov and Angela Rodell. As you can see them in the picture, they have won this International Booker Prize for the novel Time Shelter. Right? This becomes the first book originally written in Bulgarian and translated into English to win the International Booker Prize. Highly important, mark this. Right? And this is for the dark comic novel that is Time Shelter. This award carries a cash prize of £50,000 divided equally between the author and the translator. In addition, the shortlisted authors and translators will receive $2,500 each. Correct? So here remember who was the writer? Bulgarian writer Georgy Jospondidov. And who was the translator here? Angela Rodel was the translator. Correct? Then remember, International Booker Prize has been initiated since the year 2005, and it is given to a novel or a short story collection in any language around the world that has been translated into English and published in the United Kingdom or Ireland. Right? So we can say that International Booker Prize is given to in the UK and Ireland itself. Right? Moving on. Next. Next is Forbes 30 under 30 Asia list was released, and 76 entries from India featured on the Forbes 30 under 30 Asia class of 2023. Founders of Gen Robotics figures in the Forbes 30 list of under 30 Asia list, right? 76 entries from India were featured among the Forbes 30 under 30 Asia class of 2023. The Indian winners included Tokyo 2020 Olympic gold medalist Neeraj Chopra, who is 25 right now, co-founders of Gen Robotic Innovations of Kerala, Arun George 29 and Vimal Govind MK 28, Rashid Karim Bankal 28 and Nikhil NP 29, Alvinder Singh 29, co-founder of Connect and Heal. So these are some names that you can remember, but directly remember that 76 entries from India were featured among the Forbes 30 under 30 Asia list, right? Then 76 entries were from India, 34 from China, 33 from Japan, 30 from Singapore, and 28 from South Korea. Correct? Next. Next is appointment and resignation. Recently, Paytm Payment Bank Limited, a part of the Paytm company only, they have received the approval from RBI for the reappointment of Vijay Shekhar Sharma as a part-time chairman of PPBL, that is Paytm Payments Bank Limited, for a period of 1 year starting from 23rd of May. This marks his third term as the chairman of Paytm Payments Bank Limited, right? This Paytm Payment Bank, the headquarters is in Noida, and 197 Communication is the parent entity, and they holds 49% stake in the Paytm Payments Bank Limited. Right? Important, take a note. Then when was this company established? It was in 2017 that Paytm was established. Next, not Paytm, Paytm Payments Bank Limited was established in 2017. Next, it is your IDBI Bank boards appoint Jay Kumar S. Pillai as the Deputy Managing Director. I repeat, Jay Kumar S. Pillai has been appointed as the Deputy Managing Director of IDBI Bank. Right? He will be in this position for 3 years with effect from the date of its taking charge as the specified in the RBI's approval received in this regard, right? IDBI has two deputy managing director positions. One of the current DMD is Suresh Khatnahar and the other DMD is Samuel Joseph Jabraj, right? And now who has been appointed? Jayakumar S. Pillai has been appointed as the new deputy managing director. Moving on, next is state news. Recently, Kerala Governor signs Kerala Healthcare Service Workers and Healthcare Service Institutions Amendment Ordinance. Remember, it was Kerala Governor Arif Muhammad Khan who signed this Kerala Healthcare Service Workers and Healthcare Service Institutions Prevention of Violence and Damage to Property Amendment Ordinance that brings the punishment for offences against health officials, right? The decision has been taken following the brutal killing of Dr. Vandana Das by a patient G. Sandeep, a school teacher by profession at a Tulak hospital in Kollam district of Kerala. Now, what is this ordinance? It provides the punishment for those found guilty of causing harm or bodily harm to the doctors, medical students, and other workings in the healthcare sector of the Kerala. This punishment will include jail for almost 1 to 7 years, depending upon the severity of the case, and a fine of up to 1 to 5 lakh rupees for the same. Correct? Anyone who commits or attempts to commit a act of violence against health workers or those working in the healthcare institution will and can face imprisonment of 6 to 5 years and a fine of up to 1 to 5 lakh rupees. Correct? So this is your ordinance launched by Kerala's governor, that is Arif Muhammad Khan. Next, this is also important, who has been appointed as the brand ambassador for Tripura tourism. In order to promote tourism in Tripura, who has been appointed as the brand ambassador? Former Indian cricketer team captain Saurabh Ganguly became the brand ambassador of Tripura tourism, right? Who has served as the 35th president of BCCI also was appointed as the brand ambassador to promote tourism in Tripura state. Also, Tripura is the third smallest state in India and it is known for its various diverse cultures, archaeology, handicraft, and music. Currently, Tripura attracts more than 5 lakh domestic and foreign tourists annually. Right? Moving on. Who is the Chief Minister of Tripura? Biplab Kumar Dev. Right? Next. Next is Odisha government. Odisha government has partnered with Infosys and NASCOM to boost employability of students in HEIs, that is your higher education institutions in Odisha. I repeat, the Odisha government, or to be precise, the Higher Education Department of Odisha government, signed MOU with Infosys Limited and NASCOM to enhance the skills and employability of students in higher education institutions in Odisha. This collaboration will aim at providing various learning opportunities, employment opportunities to promote students in equal access to education for various passionate individuals by preparing them for the future, by preparing them, by providing them with various skills so that they can also be employed. Correct? Next, one more thing, remember Infosys in line with the environment social governance vision of 2030 aims to enable digital skills at scale and empower over 10 million people in India by 2025 through the Infosys Springboard program. Correct? If we talk about Odisha, who is the Chief Minister? Naveen Patnaik. Governor is Ganeshi Lal. Chow dance is also of Odisha. Correct? Mobus service was also launched in Odisha. First Olympic values education program was also launched in Odisha only. Next. Next is Puducherry and L&T Engineering. They signed an MOU to develop tourist spot under Centers SD2 2.0. Now, what is this SD 2.0? SD is your Swadesh Darshan Scheme 2.0. This Swadesh Darshan Scheme 2.0 is or launched by whom? It is a, remember, central sponsored scheme and it was launched by Ministry of Tourism. The main aim of this scheme is to develop sustainable and responsible destinations for tourists. Alright, and the scheme will focus on increasing self-employment, youth skilling, private sector investment, and preserving local cultures to ensure a 360-degree holistic development. Correct? So coming back, remember Pondicherry or Puducherry signed an MOU with Larsen and Toubro Engineering Limited and they launched this to prepare a concept paper and initiate consultations with stakeholders to develop the infrastructure of the tourisms in Puducherry and Karaikala. Correct? And this SD2 is your Swadesh Darshan Scheme 2.0. Next is UP government. They inaugurated an online education program Pehel for rural area students. I repeat, Pehel. This is for rural area students, right? And Durga Shankar Mishra, the Chief Secretary of the Government of UP, inaugurated an online rural education program Pehel at Government of UP Sainik Inter College Sarojini Nagar in Lucknow, UP. The program Pehel has been developed by the Department of Secondary Education in collaboration with IIT Kanpur, UP. It will soon be extended to 40k schools in Uttar Pradesh. Under this program, free online education has been initially provided at 10 government secondary schools and will soon be extended to 40k schools in Uttar Pradesh. K stands for here 1000, right? So 40K means 40,000 schools in Uttar Pradesh. Correct? So friends, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick revision. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs launched their mega campaign Meri Life Mera Swachh Shehar to promote RRR, that is your reduce, recycle and reuse. Correct? Ladakh's annual Great Prayer Festival, that is Ladakh Monlam Chenmo 2023. It was held from May 11 to 16th of May. Tata Group, only Indian firm in the BCG list of the top 50 most innovative firms of 2023, and Apple has topped here. Then World Bank report was released and revenues collected globally via carbon pricing raised to $95 billion in 2023. Shanghai, Tokyo, Mumbai, they emerged as the top data center markets in the Asia Pacific region according to Knight Frank. SBI General launched Shorty Bond Bima for various infrastructure projects. Plotech, IDFC First Bank, they collaborated and launched ONDC focused payment solutions NodePay. Axis Bank have launched a digital onboarding platform, that is Sarthi, for the point of sale terminals. CC Avenue, PayPal integration to offer various merchants and businessmen in the Middle East regions globally the payment acceptance platform. Energy Disputes Arbitration Center, Turkey and IAMC Hyderabad signed an MOU. Georgy Gospodinov and Angela Rodell, they won the International Booker Prize for 2023's novel Time Shelter, and this award is presented in UK and Ireland. Then 76 entries from India featured on the Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia class of 2023. PPPL, that is your Paytm Payments Bank Limited, gets the RBI approval to reappoint Vijay Shekhar Sharma as the part-time chairman for 1 year. IDBI Bank appoints Jay Kumar S. Pillai as the Deputy Managing Director. Kerala Governor signed a Kerala Healthcare Service Workers and Healthcare Service Institution, that is Amendment Ordinance. Saurav Ganguly appointed as the Brand Ambassador of Tripura Tourism. Odisha government partnered with Infosys and NASCOM to boost the employability of students in higher education institutions. Puducherry and L&T Engineering, they signed an MOU to develop tourist spots under the center's Sustainable Development Goal 2.0. Then UP government inaugurated an online education program, that is Pehal, for rural area students. So these are some important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's move to the revision part. Renowned Telugu writer and Sahitya Academy awardee Kethu Vishwanath Reddy has recently passed away. World Turtle Day observed on 23rd of May, and it was the 23rd edition of the World Turtle Day observed on 23rd of May in 2023, and the theme that you can remember here is I love turtles. Next, JSW Steel and JFE Steel, they formed a joint venture to manufacture CRGO products in India. Garuda Aerospace and Hindustan Aeronautic Limited subsidiary Nani Aerospace. So Garuda Aerospace and Nani Aerospace, they partnered to manufacture Make in India drones. Next, Google Pay in partnership with NPCI allows the UPI payments using the RuPay credit cards. Important, I repeat, Google Pay in partnership with NPCI allows the UPI payment using the RuPay credit cards. Next, public sector banks totals the profit reach for the public sector banks the total profit reaches 1,04,649 crore rupees. Next, WHO, World Health Organization, launches the global network to detect and prevent infectious disease threat. So these were your important current affairs for the day and revision part, friends. Now let's move to the homework section. When is the World Telecom Day observed? Next, which union ministry implements the FAME 2 scheme? Next, Robert A. Lucas, who passed away recently, was associated with which field? So these are your 3 homework questions, friends. I hope you have understood the assignment. All you have to do now is like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. If you find the session to be interesting, then do like and comment, as this will motivate me to make better content for you in the long run. That's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.